Deshaun Watson and the Houston Oilers, taking on Patrick Mahomes and the London Monarchs.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. We've got a classic in store between the London Monarchs and the Houston Oilers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
We can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
I'm here all day. Mike 48.
Mahomes now on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Let's go. Pick it up, G. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Mahomes now on first down.
Check three.
He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Got the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Again, it's Hunt, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Monarchs have struck first in this NFC title game. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time, a 9-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Watson's throw there taken in by Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you...
Touchdown! Will Fuller, 45 yards. And the Oilers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, good move.
No, boy. Bring it back.
Yeah, there's no reason why he should even be touching him.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
This is Smith with a grab. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Yards remain for 2nd down.
24! Hey, watch this, watch this!
A give, this is Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And 2 here, stopped at the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Check, 47. I got it. Both sevens a mic.
Here's Watson. Over the middle to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rush in. 24 down, he's coming.
Back to the ground. This time Cook able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on third, Watson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Come on, you serious?
And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. London about set to take over on offense.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And able to before he's brought down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down. Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mahomes now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
second and goal. The lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Monarchs have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Watson on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down now, but that clock rolling. Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll roll him out right. He's letting this one go for 4. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Oilers have retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Smith catches left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's short.
That shit.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10.
So don't say nothing. 48, Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Mahomes to throw once more. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout in quarter number 2. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Airing it out deep for Smith. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they
We got plenty of fight, baby.
This game goes to the Super Bowl, and this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Watch the motion. Hey, 31.
To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
47, Mike. Mike, 47. Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, 55.
They'll try the air now with Watson. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith.
You don't want nothing. Get down.
Houston. Devontae Smith, 49 yards. And the Oilers are able to widen their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Butker is on target. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put it in our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good...
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Complete. Smith has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. A little juke, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down at 4. Hunt gets it on the draw for Mahomes. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, McCollum. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Hey, fight on these two. Fight on these two. 58 to Mike. 58. 58.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes under pressure. They got him again. Christian Wilkins. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
My man, it's offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw.
Just like that. Just like that.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd down at 7.
Tight right. 3 down. Alert 3. Hey, 31. Alert 3.
They run it again with Cook. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's got some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Oilers
George went to the Rumble House.
now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Eduardo Jorge.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that.
Eduardo
And,
Jorge.
They'd done a nice job on him in the 1st half, but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit.
Nice. Let's go.
Does the defense have it? They do, says the referee.
Nigga. Nika.
Compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
Hit stick Cam. Cam's hit stick classes. I took them. I learned.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside, outside. Let's go outside.
Handoff comes to Cook. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play.
Oh my God. How the fuck did I do that? I ain't shit. That was kind of crazy.
Watson now to throw.
Gotta be back.
It's caught. Smith. And finally down he goes. As they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Another timeout. Watch right. You got right. In your face.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Their second touchdown of the night. And the Oilers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they
Y'all
proved
niggas
themselves
out
today,
here,
as you
boy.
can see the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Put Denmark in the game. Let Denmark get some.
Is on target, and the lead is now 24.
Right side.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Damn, them niggas stay in 4 wide. The fuck out there 4 wide, man.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Mike 48. Mike 48.
Now Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete.
That nigga's sorry.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit
Risk
back,
it for the
blanket
biscuit.
field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part
Shit.
of the game for them.
Might as well.
Because just as you know,
Might as
they
well
can
risk
sit
it for the
back, keep
biscuit.
everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
There it is.
Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. You
Went for the zero blitz just to see what would happen.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running
Just
the
to see
team that
what
you could
would
actually
happen.
maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Ooh, that's his 4th sack of the game. God damn.
Christian Wilkins, his
Second sack. Oh, Christian Wilkins, yeah.
What's to be said about this pass rush? They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Tee me off, baby.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith.
Yeah, y'all can have that route all day long because he's slow.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. I love what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Pressure comes and down he goes.
Y'all boys letting a lot of sacks. Letting a lot of sacks go.
That is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Fourth and 20, boy.
All right,
Y'all
they're gonna
niggas
try
suck,
and keep
boy.
hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Trying to lay one up deep.
Give me one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Y'all let that nigga touch it.
Fourth down pass play doesn't work.
That's why we finna win.
And the ball will go over.
Y'all let that nigga touch the ball.
First down,
Go.
here's the run with Cook.
Oh, Lord.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
See if I can run that play the way it was supposed to be ran.
They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
I can't believe I pitched that ball backwards. I guess my hand do be sitting there.
8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's our
My
home
hand be
team
sitting
here in
there like
possession
I'm
of the
ready to
football
shoot.
as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Joker, 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 joker.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Looking here for Smith downfield.
But his feet get down.
At the 6-yard line. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
We brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school is what he said. Get in there. Oh, man. One-on-one, he would have had that. Shoot that clock, man. Let these niggas go home.
Near the goal line, you always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 13.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will
Eddie George with 3 touchdowns.
It's another touchdown.
Goddamn, Eddie George.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
Goddamn, Eddie George.
You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
I don't think I threw no picks either, so that's a good little 2 games in a row.
Butker now to add the extra point.
With 150 on the overall. QBR, I mean.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Well, this shit really took off in this third quarter. 17-14 at the half. Blew them niggas' backs out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I don't think I got no
Their
picks.
backs really against the
got
wall
no
now.
picks.
And we knew how tough it would be for them. You coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. And up to the 35.
I say juke juke.
Knock him down. Now the
Juke,
offense gonna use the
juke,
first of
juke.
their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back Hunt. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
I'm here all day. I'm coming for
That boy said, I'm here all day.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we go home.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's like that underneath
And they
shit.
just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided.
Just give me one, man.
Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take
I'll
it
take
with
it from
him.
here.
He's going to let it fly. And that will
Ah,
be
I couldn't even get that one.
They were going for a consolation
Y'all niggas sorry.
TD, but it was not to be.
All right, Bam.
Time has run out now on this game.
Know to find me, cuz
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Halas, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
Oh, yeah, come off a 150.
The books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, let's go to, bro. These niggas was sack hungry. These niggas didn't get no sacks. Hey, them niggas didn't get no sacks, no picks. I think I had all the sack lunches, bro. Young man went for 3, 2, half. That's fire.